Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting a reading vlog today because I need to get out of my reading slump. According to Goodreads, I am currently 6 books behind my reading schedule to hit my goal of reading 8 books. The reason for the reading slump: I traveled 3 out of the last 4 weeks for work, so the traveling was exhausting, being away from home, but also my job was exhausting, and I wasn't motivated to read. And I was also in the throes of Vanderpump Rules. If you want to chat about Scandival, let me know. But now I've been back for a few days, still not reading because now I'm like out of sorts, out of the habit, and I need to read some things. So while I was traveling last week, I did read most of Bands of Mourning. I'm actually reading this on my Kindle because these UK paperbacks don't like to be opened. But I'm 90% through this, which means I have like, I don't know, 50 pages left or something. I'm definitely gonna finish this one really soon. This is book 3 in Mistborn Era 2, so really book 6. I loved Alloy of Law, bored by Shadows of Self, enjoying Bands of Mourning. And then I was listening to the audiobook for What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. And I accidentally started the audiobook from the beginning and just never found the will to fast forward around to find what page I was on. So I have the physical book in my hands now that I'm home, and I'm going to find it with my eyeballs, get my audiobook in the right spot, and then I'll tell you where I am. I think I'm maybe 30% through. So besides those 2 books, I'm just gonna pick up whatever I'm in the mood for, or I probably have a couple books that I haven't finished that have been sitting near completion for a while, or just things that I feel like I'll read fast and will make me like want to pick up the book. That's the plan. We're starting here, but before that, I really just want to get this fruit bowl from Wegmans because for some reason their fruit tastes like the peak of summer, no matter what time of year it is. And I got fruit from my regular grocery shop, and it doesn't taste the same. So I'm gonna go get this fruit. Then I'm gonna come back, eat dinner, clean up a bit, and get to reading, hopefully finishing something. All right, I found what page I'm on in What Lies in the Woods. It's 90 or 100 pages in. I did spoil myself when trying to find that, but I'm now to the part where I read the spoiler. So What Lies in the Woods is a thriller following a woman who, when she was a child, she was attacked in the woods and stabbed a whole bunch of times, and then the man who went to prison for it just died like 20 years later while she's an adult, and she returns to her hometown to be with the 2 other girls that were with her out in the woods whenever she got stabbed. What was discussed, oh my god, what was discussed 20 years ago may not exactly be the truth, but we're not sure yet, and so far it's good. Our main character, Naomi, lives with a lot of PTSD from what happened to her, and anxiety and stress and just a disrupted life. She also didn't have like a great childhood and stuff. And then her best friend Liv, whenever Naomi, Liv, and Cass, those are the 3, whenever they find out about the guy dying in prison, Liv tells them that she found Persephone, which I won't tell you what that means, but it's linked to something in their childhood and a secret that they've kept all this time unrelated to that crime that they are ashamed of and maybe getting uncovered soon. So far so good. Something sad just happened, but I'm very intrigued, and it only took me my 10-minute ride to like fall back into the story because I haven't listened to it in over a week. So it's fun, but now I'm at Wegmans. Gotta find my fruit bowl. It's almost midnight, and I haven't done much of anything, I'll be honest. I'm having a little of that revenge bedtime thing. But I did read more today than I have all week, so it's still a win, and we'll try again tomorrow. Hello. I fell off the wagon. I finished my 2 books, didn't update you, and then probably watched an entire season of Vanderpump Rules. But I mean, we're working on this together, right? We're getting out of our reading slump, and I backslid a bit, but I'm back in business. I'm gonna tell you about those books that I finished, but I have to go get a haircut. But I wanted to let you know, well, that I'm getting a haircut and that I'm gonna read my books. Haircut complete. I was outside for a little bit, so it's already getting frizzy, but that's that. Now, to talk about the books. Bands of Mourning, which is Mistborn Era 2, Book 3. I gave it 4 stars. I'm one of those rare folks who reads Brandon Sanderson and doesn't give every book 5 stars. I really enjoy them, but not like peak enjoyment. But it was good, it was fun. I was definitely more into it than the last book, which bored me to death and put me in a reading slump. So, look, ew, what is that? So that book was good. And then What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. It's my first book by her. I thought it was a pretty good thriller, nothing too exciting. I also gave it 4 stars, but I did love the setting, lots of woods, a small town. I don't even remember who did what, but I had like an okay time. Nothing mind-blowing. Here's the plan. Today's Friday. I'm going on a trip Sunday, so I'm planning to read before then Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, which is one of the most talked about thrillers ever. A married couple goes on a little trip to Scotland and stay in this little creepy church. Why? I don't know. But basically to see if they can save their marriage. And the husband has face blindness, which he doesn't recognize people, even his own wife, even his own face. So I feel like that I never wanted to read it because it gives like some obvious options for plot twists. Like who in his life is not who he thinks they are because he can't recognize their face, right? So I was always skeptical, but people love this book. So I want to give it a chance because I've now read a couple of Alice Feeney's and really enjoyed them. So I'm giving that a chance. I have this evening, which it's 7 p.m. already. I just picked up Kava, which if you haven't had Kava before and you have one near you, please go try it. It's delicious. And I have All Tomorrow, which I'll need to pack and stuff. So I have the audiobook and the physical copy of Rock, Paper, Scissors. So let's see if I can get it done because I got to pick up the reading pace. And I have a whole different TBR plan for my trip, which you'll see my trip, of course. That's the plan. So let me go eat my dinner and continue listening to the audiobook. I have a couple of packages that arrived today from Target. The last thing I need on earth is more books, but they were having a sale. And there are some books that I want that were, I mean, just hard to pass up with the sale. And they do have books online that they don't sell in store. This is not an example of that, but this is a Target exclusive edition of Happy Place by Emily Henry. Is the exclusive part that it's hardcover? I don't know. I feel like I've seen this. Didn't this come out in paperback mainly? I guess there's some bonus content in here though. Why are there stickers if you're selling it in online only? I don't know. This is about a couple who breaks up but still wants to go to their annual friend vacation, so they pretend that they're still together so they can enjoy one last summer together, and then they fall back in love. How cute. That box also had a shirt in there, but you don't need to see that. This box has Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This is a fantasy, cozy fantasy book about a woman and I think a guy who are trying to collect fairies or something for their encyclopedia. Sounds adorable. And then one of the most exciting things why this deal is so wonderful is because I have The Rise and Reign of the Mammals, A New History, From the Shadow of Dinosaurs to Us. So by Stephen Broussat. So I read Stephen Broussat's Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs. Now we have Rise and Reign of the Mammals. And I loved that book. I gave it 5 stars. It's nonfiction, just discussing dinosaurs, and this one's discussing mammals. Evolution, science, but it's a beautiful book. Like these nice white textbook kind of pages and pictures. So excited to have that, even though my dinosaur one is paperback and they don't match. But this is Big and Beautiful and had a great deal, so I got it. And I am now almost halfway through Rock, Paper, Scissors. I'm on page 128 out of about 300. So this married couple, they don't really like each other that much. They have a lot of issues that we don't really know about, just that they are troubled and they are having a hard time loving each other right now. And they both seem to have nefarious plans for this weekend getaway. And the way it's written so cryptically, you don't know like if their plan is evil, if their plan is, if they're like plotting against each other. I mean, I have no idea. But Rock, Paper, Scissors is the name of the husband's original screenplay that he wrote, and no one wanted to create into a movie. But then he started writing screenplays for novels to turn them into movies, and he's gotten very successful and famous, but he's never been able to get an original work turned into a movie, which is, you know, insulting. And so we're getting flashbacks to the history of their marriage on each of their anniversaries. The wife is writing secret letters to her husband, and we're getting to read those. We're getting the history of their relationship, the goods, the bads, the ugly. And yeah, it's really good so far. I'm going to continue on with this. I also need to clean up a bit, so I'm going to do that with the audiobook in. And then later I hope to read with my eyeballs because I'm really enjoying myself. Hello, good morning. I'm on page 195 of Rock, Paper, Scissors now, and I've just been reading in bed and really enjoying myself. You look at this snow winter landscape. I mean, this book couldn't be more anti-summer. It's all snow and cold. But in the present day, when we're at this chapel, no power, we're trying to figure out what's going on, where this place is that they're actually staying, and maybe why are they there. And that part's interesting, seeing like what the husband and wife think about each other and like what their thoughts are. But then we're also getting a third perspective of this weird sinister person. The thing is, you can tell people are sinister, but I can't tell like what type. When people are negative, are they evil? Do they want to kill each other? Do they just want to mess with each other? Do they want to, like, how bad are the things they want to do? I can't tell, which is interesting. We'll find out soon, I guess. It doesn't seem like it's that dark, but I'm not sure yet. We also have stuff about the husband has these dream memories that they're trying to figure out. And then we have the anniversary letters, which also have like a word of the day or a word of the year, and the wife growing more frustrated in their relationship as their anniversaries go on because the husband is so busy working. But I feel like there's a lot of mysteries going on, and I just don't know where it's going. And there's gonna be, I don't know if everything's connected, if we're gonna get a bunch of reveals. So I have some stuff to do to prep for my trip, but I just want to keep reading, and can't wait to find out what is happening. So I have read The Big Twist, and I did enjoy it. I mean, I guessed something that was up. Hello, I've read Gone Girl, but I still enjoyed it. I didn't guess exactly what it was, and then there were other twists combined with it that are making it interesting, and I did enjoy it. I have about 35 pages left right now, but I'm headed over to my sister's to play games because it's our weekend tradition. So I might listen to the audiobook, or I'll wait till I get back to finish. But I still have to finish packing. So no pressure, but I'm gonna go play games even though I have lots of stuff to do. Here are the books that I was able to finish. Lesson learned: when you're trying to get out of a reading slump, try to be realistic with yourself and easy on yourself, because it can be a gradual process. But I will say, I think the mission is successful, and I think I'm out of my reading slump, and I'm really excited to read the next few things on my TBR, and I'm in the mood to read. So thank you guys for being with me on this journey, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.